Alrighty guys, so today this is what we're going to be working on. That yellow beast in the background. It's a 2005 Seadoo GTX supercharged. We got the Yamaha supercharged jet boat as well with the Yamaha SHO. This one has a Seadoo Vortex, Vortec number 4 TEC with the supercharger. I have the seat pulled off. Let me give you the rundown on this boat basically. So I bought this boat in 2024 because I was bored. I paid $3,500 for it. The guy said it was perfectly running. We tested it obviously out of the water. I should have done a water test. The moment I took it out to the water, it had a problem. And the problem was it had an oil pressure sensor error basically. So whenever it was in water and you would give it throttle, the light would beep, the oil light would beep, and then it would go into limp mode, which is a problem because I can't drive it in limp mode. So I did a bunch of research, and people were saying that earlier model Seadoos had oil pressures sensors that go bad. This one has, I think, 3, and then 2 you can access that's on the top, and then 1 where you have to pull the motor and change out. Let me show you guys the sensor. There's one in the front right here. That one's really easy to change. That one I already replaced. That's a new one. And there's one. I'm gonna pop this coolant overflow. There's one under the throttle body, which is, let me grab you the replacement that I replaced already. Just like this. You would have to use a deep socket to get it out because it's almost impossible to do without. It's super tight in there, and then so take off the 4 bolts on the throttle body, and then this hose as well. Don't worry, these zip ties are temporary because I need to order like actual clamps that I can twist on and off. But as you can see, the motor is super dirty, and trust me, I did not leave like that. The previous owner did, so we're gonna try to fix all of that by spraying it with some degreaser and then pressure washing it. And then after that, we're gonna do an oil change with new spark plugs as well. I will be using, let me grab the oil. It's just Valvoline 10W40 motorcycle 4-stroke oil, which is right here. We're gonna put like 3 quarts in, extract it with the oil extractor, and then change the oil filter, and we'll be done. But make sure you get the one with the wet clutch protection. I've done research, and people say that's perfectly fine to use. I just changed the oil on the jet boat with the same oil, and I took it out already, and it's fine. But after that, we're going to try to squeeze in a water test just to make sure we're not having that same issue. There's a local ramp near me that's like maybe like 15 minutes away where I can launch it and give it some throttle and see if we have the same issue. Hopefully those 2 sensors is all that we needed to fix. Overall, the jet ski is not in really bad condition. It needs a really good, nice wash and then a buff. But debating if I'm gonna keep it or sell it. We'll kind of see like once I do that water test to see if it's like fine. I don't want to sell it if it's all messed up, but yep. I don't think I've ever opened this actually. Maybe I have. But yeah, I'll touch bases once I start doing the oil change and all that. Alright guys, I forgot to film the oil change part, but this is basically the setup I have. It's just an oil suction pump. Put the hose in through the whatever, the oil check lever, hose, whatever. Put that through that side, and then the other side you can just funnel into a little tank, turn it on, and then let it finish sucking. I put 3 quarts in, and I'm gonna start it and check the level. I decided that since the jet ski comes with
I don't know if you guys know, but this compartment sits on the back of the jet ski, right here. But it has this compartment, which I feel like it's a secret. You probably don't know. It's a little cap that has a spark plug logo. And if you undo it from the factory, it comes with 3 OEM NGK spark plugs. So I decided since I had that, I'm just gonna swap them right now. Remember to take off the caps from the, let me see if you can see it. These caps basically go on the tip of this spark plugs, and if you don't take them off, then the coil pack won't go over it. So make sure to do that, because I already made that mistake and now I had to go back and take them all off. But I have to tighten the rest of the spark plugs in here. It's kind of hard to do in one hand, but just gonna hand tighten first. Sorry, my neighbor's cutting the grass back there, so it's a little bit loud. But after this, I'm gonna spray degreaser in the whole engine bay and then spray it down with the pressure washer. Cool. All right, let's put these things back on. Perfect. The clips. Oh, first one. I don't know if the from the factory if it comes with like this clay lubricant or something, but it's kind of thick and it's like falls apart. So I've been trying to wipe that all down. It's probably just like a lubricant for the boot to slide in and out a little bit easier, but just gonna do a little quick wipe down of it and then put it back in. Then here's the last one over here. Perfect. Just gonna put the key in. We don't have water hooked up, but we're just gonna start it real quick, about 2 seconds, just to make sure everything's all good. The battery's actually still good. It's been sitting for a long time, but it seems fine now. This is the oil I used. It's Valvoline 10W40 with the wet clutch protection. It's like $9 a bottle. And then the oil filter I got off of Amazon. But it looks like this. This is new. This is the old one. This is the part number if anybody wants to look it up. And then the spark plugs take the DCP or 8E. Alrighty, once I spray down with the degreaser, I'll film a little bit more. So I'm gonna spray with degreaser and then whip out the pressure washer, and then clean the whole outside of this, and then possibly buff today. We'll see.
All right, guys, we are at a new spot in Modesto. It's called Nice Boat Launch, but we got the trailer hooked up with the jet ski. We're not going to take it off the trailer. We're basically just going to leave it on the trailer and go down to the boat launch and check to make sure I don't have any sensors or aero lights. Because last time, like I said, if anytime you gave it throttle when it was in the water, the oil light would immediately go on and then put it in lit mode. So we're just going to check real quick because I don't want to be in that water anyways. This is the good old Modesto water. If you know, you know. But the rig's here. Look at my Kings real quick. Hell yeah. All right, we'll be down there right now. It might be a little bit windy. I can feel all the wind. But the jet ski's in the water just enough. I'm going to try to not touch the water because I don't want to be in the water. There's Oscar right there. She's like, what are we doing? And we're gonna do a little bit of climbing. I can hear the transient music playing. Huh. Oh, oh yeah. All right, let's cross our fingers. Cross our fingers. Hopefully, there's enough battery in it, because like I said, it's been sitting for like a year. Oh. Ah, it's good. So, like I said last time, anytime I gave it throttle, when it was in the water, it would go into limp mode. Now, I changed out the two sensors. This is a well-known thing for earlier model Seadoos with the 4-check engines. This one's supercharged. Oh, there's a lot of stuff flying in the air. But it's just enough in the water right now that the pump is getting enough water. And I'll give it another rip a couple times. Basically moving. We're all good. We can go home now. Let's go. All right, guys. So we just got back from the water test. I'm hosing it down now because now that we know that the motor runs good, I don't know if it runs perfect, but it runs good. Now that we know that it runs good, we're gonna hose it down, give it a good wash, clean the engine bay, like I said, and then get rid of some of these marks on the jet ski, and then the seat. I have a new seat. Let me show you guys real quick. It cost me a good chunk of change. I think it was like $200 or something like that, just for a piece of fabric. But it's from the Black Tip Jet Sports. It looks super high quality in there, but it has really good reviews. So we're gonna have to pull out the seat cushion from not seat cushion, the canvas on this one, and then put that one on. But I'm just gonna wash it with this one on right now, and then yeah, it's probably gonna be nighttime by the time I'm done with this. I'm gonna try to wash the truck too. Might not be able to wax it today or buff it, but definitely get all the dirt off of this, and then clean the engine bay for sure. But yeah, once that's all said and done, I'll take a quick video of a walk around and then maybe touch bases tomorrow in the sun to see how it is. Okay. Deuces. All right, just checking in at the end of the day, and your boy almost made a really big boo-boo. I watched some YouTube videos and people degreased their engine bay and sprayed it down with the pressure washer. I don't know if I went too ham on it, but after I sprayed it down, I probably should have hit it with the leaf blower first before putting the key in. So I put the key in and nothing happened. There was nothing on the screen, no beep, and I started hearing stuff like sizzle, which is like obviously like super bad. So I went into panic mode, took the key out, got the blow dryer out, or not the blow dryer, the leaf blower, and just started like drying everything. Finally took the battery off, disconnected these big plugs. I don't know what they are. I assume they're like for the ECU, whatever. And then put the key in and just started, and thank goodness it started. I was about to have to break out another 1,000 for some electronics, but we cleaned her up. Gotta buff it. I'm gonna start it right now just to hopefully dry out everything in engine bay, but let me hit it with the light real quick so you guys can see. Like, remember how the supercharger was like super dirty? Hit it with the degreaser, and now everything's pretty decent now. It's not perfect, obviously, but decent. So, like I said, I'm gonna start it with the water, and then dry out everything. But yes, the beep is a good beep. That means we're not breaking out another 1,000. Deuces.